All right. Mic check, mic check. All right, I think we're live. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Bible Breakdown. I know it's been a while, but we're back now. We're going live. Let's do it. The goal is to get some comments in and have people ask questions about, text, things we're discussing and all that. We're going to be bringing on some guests that are going to be, bringing some high quality content. I'm very excited about what's next for the Bible Breakdown. And so right now we're going to get into Galatians chapter 6. All right. Now I know this is a verse that you've heard before, and that's okay. That's okay. I just want to kind of bring some practicality to it. All right. Let's read it. All right. So we're in Galatians. So this is Paul, right? He's talking to the Galatians. We're in chapter 6. This is where we're talking about bearing one another's burdens. He's encouraging people, but he's also, giving some instructions as well. Verse 9 says, "And let us not grow weary of doing good. For in due season we will reap if we do not give up." Sorry, I definitely lost my place. But yeah, I'm going to read it one more time. "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." So he's talking to the church here. Reality is this: we're all going to go through struggles. And I know you've heard this verse before, but the practical side I want to take to this is, how do you not grow weary, right? So doing good is, and also what is doing good? So what are we growing weary in? What is Paul talking about? Sorry, I definitely just hit my camera. We're professionals here. So my man is talking to the church, and he's saying, let us, number one. That is like, okay, so he's not talking on a pedestal. He's saying us. I grow weary too is what he's saying. Paul's going around writing to churches, and guess what? There were times when he left the church, and wrote a letter, and then they got some other doctrine from somebody else who was who was intelligent, and they're letting them speak in the pulpit, and now they're changing the doctrine of the whole church. Paul's writing letters back to back. He's growing weary and people not listening. He's growing weary because he's getting persecuted. There's a lot of reasons my boy was weary. Maybe you feel like that today. Maybe you're like, you know what? I'm tired. I've been praying for this. It ain't been happening. I've been waiting for the next step. I've been waiting for the next elevation. I'm waiting for my season of breakthrough. Whatever season you're in, let me just encourage you. Find community. All right. I feel like this verse is so good, and I've heard it preached. You've heard it preached. I'm not bringing some brand new insight. I just want to reiterate some of these practicals. Finding community is such a blessing in these seasons when you're feeling like you're growing weary. I mean, consider it this way: if you're tired and you're running a race, I know you've heard this one too. Having somebody to encourage you and push you is a huge win. I feel like a coach. But I mean, think about it this way: like, you're yelling at somebody to go, go, go. He's gonna keep pushing through. If you don't have anybody there, you're going to give up, or you might be closer to giving up. The reality is we all need help. Take the pride out of it and understand that you can't do this journey alone. You weren't built to do the journey alone. And Paul's also, right before this, he's given some other instructions. He's talking about when you reap in your flesh, you're going to reap destruction. And when you reap in the spirit, you're going to reap eternal life. So what he's saying is, think about it this way also: when sinners, this is like a sinner's heaven. This is the best it's going to get for them. Seriously, and for Christians, this is the worst it's going to get for us. Eternal life is our destiny. So when we're waiting for that new job, that money, car, house, whatever, spouse, children, whatever you're waiting on, understand this. This life isn't our permanent residency. So understand that those things are important to you, and they should be important, but kind of maybe take it down a notch in your mind when you're thinking about, God is setting me up for eternity. I'm here for a purpose and on purpose. And so, God, what is my purpose right now? I know what I want. I know I'm waiting for this, and I've been praying for this. But listen, God, what do you want from me? So finding that community, people will find some people that will encourage you in that. Find some Bible-believing, real-life people that won't just throw verses at you, but will listen to you. I mean, sometimes you just need somebody to say, you know what? That sucks. And that's okay. We need that as believers. We need encouragement, but we also need a listening ear sometimes. I mean, it's kind of like if I'm like talking to my wife and, she's telling me, listen, this is what's going on. And I'm just like trying to give, my personality is like, listen, I'm like, yo, here's 6 ways to like fix the issue. She's like, nah, like, I just want you to listen sometimes. And I'm like, I have to rewire my brain. I just got to be like, all right, yes, ma'am. Like, let me just listen. And that's being a good friend sometimes to people. So find good community when you're growing weary and doing good, but also remember that this is not our eternal home. And so let those things that you want kind of fade away a little bit. Like, let them drop in importance a little bit and say, God, listen, I know I want this new car, or I know I want this new house, or I want this promotion, whatever it is. Just be like, all right, God, but what do you want? Like, you put the desires in my heart. They're not bad things to want those things, but just be like, you know what do you want from me right now? All right. I don't want to belabor the point. All right. I think we all got it, but I just want to encourage you to find some community. So when you grow weary, you have somebody to lean on, somebody that will push you, somebody that will pray for you, somebody that will listen to you. We all need that. Don't let that pride get in the way. We all need help. That's reality. It's nobody perfect. My boy Paul is saying, "I'm growing. Let us not grow weary in doing good." He's saying when you're working for the kingdom, Satan don't like that. He's over here like, listen, my man is making moves. He's causing waves in the kingdom. She's causing waves in the kingdom. We got to stop that. If you're not feeling that oppression, it's almost like, what you doing there? I mean, no judgment. I'm just saying, like, if you're being a copacetic Christian, I had to say the word. But if you're being copacetic, you just kind of going along, moseying along. The devil's like, nah, keep doing that. Like, that's cool. Like, you ain't causing me no struggles right now. But it's the people that are making waves and stuff. He's like, listen, I need to send some doubt that way. I need to send some anxiety over there. Like, that's when you know you're making waves. And that's when you're like, all right, God, strengthen me. Call out to your community. But, I mean, this has been a great Bible breakdown, man. Mouth is dry. Hold on. Listen, guys, I love you. I'm really excited about doing some of these lives and things like that. I'm going to be real with you. The editing process, I just got super lazy on. And so I think this is going to be a cool format so we can get some consistent work out here. But also, I'm really excited about these guests. We're going to have some awesome guests bringing some high quality biblical content, some great perspectives. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we will be back really soon with the Bible breakdown. I'm going to figure out how to end this live stream. So let's get it. I'll see you guys next week.